I've lived in Jupiter for a long, long time, and you really don't see this kind of stuff.
Police swarm a neighborhood for hours, a community locked down, and drivers detoured off a major road while officers searched for a possible gunman.
Is this something that we want or something that we need?
Neighbors sharing a vision tonight. Families weigh in on what they want for one high-profile project.
That Jupiter neighborhood's been under lockdown since 5 o'clock this evening. Officers rushed to a condo community after police were called saying that someone was firing a gun. Part of US 1 still shut down right now while police search for a possible gunman.
News Channel 5's Ryan Hughes on scene with the latest details. Ryan?
Michael and Kelly, Jupiter police have now been out here for nearly 6 hours, and this remains a very active scene. Take a look behind me. You can see that part of US 1 remains blocked off as officers and canines are still inside the Villas on the Green community. Now, I spoke to a man a short time ago who claims he was the one who was shot at while sitting inside his car in that community. I can tell you he is okay, but police remaining tight-lipped. It appears that this is a barricade situation from what we've seen and what we've heard out here, but we don't know how this all started. It started just after 5 o'clock. Jupiter police swarming the scene outside the Yum Yum Tree furniture store on US 1 and the Villas on the Green community.
I just drove up and saw all the lights and knew I wasn't getting anywhere, so I pulled over, parked, and then I walked so I can get home.
Multiple units, multiple agencies searching for a shooter after a resident in the condo complex tells us he was shot at while sitting inside his car. You can see the bullet holes in the windshield after he says he managed to drive to the Sunoco station just up the road.
We got several phone calls just from the area. The shots were heard in the area. And so once we received those phone calls, our officers responded to the area.
Joe Ward lives in a condo inside Villas on the Green and says his wife heard about 5 shots.
There was people all out on the sidewalk, and the patrolmen were going back and forth around and kind of waving them back indoors.
SWAT vehicles were brought in and officers armed with rifles, not allowing anyone back into their homes. Longtime residents amazed and startled by this major police presence in their backyards.
I've lived in Jupiter for a long, long time, and you really don't see this kind of stuff.
I think it's a little surprising. Obviously, it's a pretty sleepy community, but it's getting bigger and bigger, and with that, I guess, comes increased crime and things like this.
And as we come back out here live, we can tell you that this response has been scaled back a bit in the past 2 hours, but we're just starting to see some officers on the move. We can also tell you that many people that were on their way home when all this began are still not allowed back inside their homes. The good news, we're told that no one was hurt in this, but there has been no word of any arrests. Now, we are waiting an update from police. That could happen at any moment. Once we get some new details, we'll pass them along right away. That is the very latest. Live tonight in Jupiter, Ryan Hughes, WPTV, News Channel 5.